Well, we got a Fox News alert. House lawmakers alleging the president lied about never discussing business with Hunter following their 4-hour closed-door meeting with the first son's ex-business partner, Devon Archer. Our next guest was briefed on that interview. Republican Congressman Mike Turner sits on the House Oversight Committee, joins us right now from the D.C. area. Congressman, good morning to you.
Good morning, Steve.
Okay, so Republicans say lots of good new information. Democrats say, no proof of any broken laws. You, however, looked at the information and you saw a missing puzzle piece, didn't you?
Right. So if you look at the period of 2014 and 2015, Hunter Biden is serving on the Burisma board. And then in March of 2016, Joe Biden, vice president, miraculously shows up in Ukraine and demands that the Ukrainian prosecutor Shokin, who was allegedly investigating Burisma, be fired. Previously, Joe Biden has said this is completely unrelated. I did this as a result of interest in good government. But what we know now from Devon Archer's testimony is that the prosecutor Shokin was investigating Burisma, and that, in fact, in December of 2015, the owner and an executive of Burisma were pressuring Hunter Biden to get help from D.C. to stop the prosecutor from pursuing Burisma. They allegedly, according to Devon Archer's testimony, the executive and the owner and Hunter Biden called someone in D.C. and then miraculously, 3 months later, Joe Biden himself shows up as vice president, demands he be fired. Now, this is also the same period. The two IRS whistleblowers say that Hunter wasn't paying his taxes, and they've been thwarted by the Department of Justice from investigating these transactions in this period.
Sure. Congressman, what do you make of the fact that Devon Archer, who we just saw right there going to the closed-door testimony, he said that apparently the former vice president over 20 times would get on speakerphone and speak to Hunter, his business associates and stuff like that. I saw somebody described it as almost a party trick. Hunter gets out a phone. Next thing you know, hey, there's the vice president. What was Hunter trying to do by dialing up Dad on the phone?
Well, that goes to the interesting question of what was he selling? What was Hunter selling? Because clearly he wasn't selling his expertise in business or his advice, but yet he was getting payments from Romania, Ukraine, and China. And he was selling, according to Devon Archer, the Biden brand, that he had access to his father, and through his father, he had access to the United States government. And that's, of course, what we see with the troubling showing up by Joe Biden in Ukraine and pressuring President Poroshenko to fire the prosecutor Shokin, who was pursuing Burisma and some of Hunter Biden's business interests.
Sure. I know that there are a number of Republicans who said yesterday, after the testimony was distributed by both sides, from their point of view, a number of Republicans said that the president should be impeached because he clearly told lies. When he was talking about, I never talked to my son about his overseas business dealings and things like that. Is telling those lies about Hunter enough to be impeached over?
No, there's additional information that needs to be garnered, and certainly the investigation will continue. But certainly the lies are piling up. Remember, he also said that Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian misinformation. We now know, of course, that it was not. We know that he was actively involved in conversations with his son, and we know that now the questionable firing of the Ukrainian prosecutor followed the heels of Hunter looking for someone to help Burisma. All of these things are beginning to show that really Joe Biden's statements don't add up, and obviously the investigation needs to move forward.
Let's see where it goes. Ohio Congressman Mike Turner, sir, thank you very much for joining us live.
Thank you.